Hello, welcome. My name is Okamakami. I'm a chartered accountant, the convener of Boost Your Profit workshop. So this is the calculator that I told you about, the 1 minute magic calculator for your costing and pricing. Okay, so this particular one you are seeing here is for production business. Okay, I'm also going to show you the one that is for a business that does buy and sell. So this one will be used by that business that manufactures what the business is selling. Also, maybe you do what I call semi-production, that is the white labeling as they call it, whereby you do not really produce, but you buy unbranded products, then you come down home, repackage and rebrand. Now, if you have someone who manufactures for you, so maybe you have a company, let's say you sell peanuts, so you have someone who does the production for you, helps you with the branding and everything. You only pay and collect your finished product. Then you are more like a business that does buy and sell. Okay, so let's now see why this is that 1 minute magic calculator. Just like every other software, the first thing you do before you use any automated tool is for you to feed the tool with information that will enable the tool to do the automation. I don't know if I'm making sense. So here, the first thing you do is here, you're going to put your raw materials. Okay, so we are taking a demonstration using a business that's into the manufacture of tiger nut juice. Okay, hello, I do not make tiger nuts. Okay, I'm only using this as an example to teach you how this software works. Right, so don't say, oh, there are more what is it called, more materials to be used or more ingredients to be used. That is not why we are here. So now the first thing you do, you put your ingredients here. Then the next question is, how do you buy and how do you use? Now, as a manufacturer, as a business that is into production, if you must make gain, your measurement must be right. That is just something that is great. If you must make a profit, then your measurement must be right. So there must be how you measure the material that you use. I know there are businesses that what they do is when they're going for production, when they want to do production, they go to the market, buy what they want to use and use that. That is different. But here, we are looking at that business that buys material in bulk and now have to measure in bits for production. Now look at it. When you have put your ingredients, the next one is the bulk quantity. Here is how you measure it. So let me illustrate. This business uses a material called tiger nuts. They buy this tiger nut in bag, but they measure it with their measuring bucket. The cost of one bag is 120. This is information you feed the system. This next thing is the major thing we want to determine in this with this calculator is what for this particular side is the cost of measurement. Now look at it. The cost of one bag is 120,000, but we are measuring in bucket. So assuming we want to do production with 5 buckets, what is the cost of 5 buckets? That is exactly what we are doing here. So here you will tell the system how many of this bucket or how many of this unit of UOM unit of measure is inside this bulk quantity that you buy. So here we are telling the system we have 50 buckets of tiger nut inside one bag of tiger nut. So because of that, the cost of one bucket is now 24. This is exactly how we did the other one. Look at this one. So I buy coconut in bag. A bag is 200,000, but I measure in heads. So for that bag, the bag gives 500 heads inside the bag. So this is the cost of one head. So because you buy the bag 200, but you want to use 15 heads to do your production, you have to determine what is the cost of the 15 heads. So it will not be this 400 by 50. Do you understand? Then here is now where this is to determine the cost of your measuring container. Here is for the magic calculator. So what do you now do? This is where you now drop your recipe. Okay, drop your recipe for a base quantity. So let me give an example. This business owner, they want to do a costing of producing 100 bottles of 35cl bottles of tiger nut. So to produce it, let me delete this so that you see how we got this. So you come here and select the material. Okay, I need tiger nut. So for me to make 100, I need tiger nut 10. Something like that. Look at it. So you select again. Provided you've put your ingredient here, the system will you'll be able to be selecting it. So you select again, let's say coconut, I need 5. You write 5 and that is it. So at the end of the day, when you go down, you see the total, direct cost of this thing. So assuming you have a laborer that you pay, let's say you tell the person, like my client, he has some tailors that help her in production. So for the tailors that are doing weaving, I think those that are doing sewing, I think she pays them either 20 naira per what they sew. It's very small. It's a small item, very small thing that they sew, very small. Like in a day, they can even make like 1,000 or 2,000. Okay. Then he pays those weaving either 20 naira or 30 naira, something like that. So if you have such people, it will also be here. It's part of your direct cost. So when you now come down, it will tell you to make 100 bottles of tiger nut will cost you directly a direct cost of 80,000. So we want to determine what is the cost of one bottle. And once you put that, for instance, here your own here may be like 1 kilo of rice. So you put 1, you just put 1. It's a 1 kilo of rice. Then quantity may not be that there are 50 plates in a kilo of rice. So you put 50 here. Do you understand? So this cost of one bottle. So here we've been established that the cost of one bottle of peanut is 800. This is very fantastic, right? Then here in the workshop, I will teach you about how to share your expenses. Okay, so we have shared expenses of the business to this 100 to based on not 100 bottles. You share the expenses based on what we sell and all that, and we got this very simple. I'll show you how to do that. This is not even going to be an issue. So once you share that and add it here, you get the total cost of what? One bottle. This will help you to know that you are not supposed to sell one bottle of this peanut anything less than 1,000 naira. Now see the magic now. You have determined the cost of making 100 bottles. So let's say that there's an event, and the event owner says, Oma, I need your tiger nut, the same 35 cl, everything, please. Let's like everything the way you do it. There's nothing. If there's anything you're adding, you just come here and add that extra thing, right? So you now say, okay, the person is saying, okay, I need, let's say 1,000 bottles. You don't need to start cracking your head again. How many tiger nut do I need? Once you put 1,000 here, the system will give you an estimated quantity of the material you need, an estimated cost of making the 1,000. So the system will tell you that, see, if you need to make 100, if you need 10 buckets of tiger nut, then to make 1,000, you have to use what? 100. I don't know if you are getting me. Then this is, since this is the cost, then this is the total cost. Now, assuming you want to make just 50, you put 50 here. The system will show you. So normally when you are not doing your production, you'll find a way to adjust and all those things. But at a glance, is this even up to 1 minute? In a second, bam, you will know what it will cost you. All right, so this is amazing. You're going to have it for free. This is what I use to do costing for my clients, except those of them that have a software, ERP software. Most times I use their software. Okay, and I can't do costing for you with less than 50K. All right, then there's another concern that you may have. Maybe you have raw materials that has to go into process before. For instance, let's say that before you make this tiger nut, so that maybe you have to mix you have some juices you have to mix together before you now add. So you also be able to determine it. I also teach you how to determine the cost in a second. Do you understand? So it's just very amazing. Then let's go straight to for a business that is into buy and sell. Okay, let's look at this business. Let's start with, so this particular business is into buy and sell. Now, if you're into buy and sell, you're even somehow better than those into production, because at least you know the cost of the product you bought. Okay, I bought this item 500 naira. Okay, so you can now, some of you will now say, okay, let me sell it 1,000. Then at the end of the day, you check whether you're making profit. You keep adjusting until you get what you want. But you might just want to do your costing. Okay, so here is where you list your product. You just have few things to do. When you list your product, you come here, you tell the system how many, because you're costing what you just brought. Okay, so how many earrings did you buy? You're saying, okay, I bought 500. What is the cost of one? Now, remember, in while doing costing, you're costing how you sell. Maybe this earring, you're buying them in carton, but you sell in pieces. So we want to determine the cost of one earring. This third earring we bought, we want to determine the cost of one. Then this is the amount you paid your supplier. Then once you put So the only thing you have to put here, put the quantity you bought, put the selling price, that is the purchase price. The system will give you exact thing that you paid, and that is it. Then you come up here and say, okay, oh, you've bought this thing. How much did you now spend on transport? You pay for transportation. So let's say you pay logistics of 10,000. You come here and put 10,000. Once you put your 10,000, the system will share this 10,000 into this item that you bought, and look at the share. The system will share it in such a way that this one that has a lower price will receive a lesser share. Let's just be going. Then once the system shares it, you see your total cost. So instead of saying you pay 200,000 naira to buy 400 units, it will now be that you pay 202,424 to buy 500 units. And instead of now saying, see, this is the system. Let me just watch it. Let me delete this. You see that everything is zero. So let me just put it. See how the system is doing it. So I will tell the system, okay, I bought 500 and the price is 400. Okay, and look at it. Now the system has shared it. Instead of saying it costs you 400 to buy it, it's now 404. So like I said, you will also teach you how to determine your this. So let's say this is 100. Immediately you put that, okay. Immediately you put your expenses, the share of expenses using the formula I'm going to give you in the workshop. Everything will just pop up here. Don't worry, everything will just pop up here. You're not even writing anything, and the system is giving you a new cost. So adding these expenses, the cost of this earring is no longer 400 naira. It is now 505. At this juncture, you can now decide how much profit you want to add to it. I don't know if you are getting me. So it is so seamless. Like, as I'm explaining it, look as if it's bulky, but see, it is so seamless. This will help you at least when you are confused, especially your higher price item. When you are confused, you can just come to the template, put the information, and you get what you want to get. And this will also help you be playing with percentage. Oh, should I add 10%? You see, you look at it. So this is not the only thing you need to do your pricing, because no business ends pricing with cost, but you need to know your cost so that you know the limit you can sell. Okay, so when you now determine it, you check what other people are selling, you check how do I make my customer buy it, how do I charge higher. All those things will be considered, like will be taught at the Boost Your Profit workshop. Do not miss that workshop. Be part of it. It is something you will thank me for. I beat my chest to tell you. You must get value for what you paid. You must get value for what you pay. So I beg you, if you have not registered, register. If you still have questions, ask me in the WhatsApp. If you're not in the WhatsApp, I should be dropping my WhatsApp here in the caption. Okay, or if you feel it will give you an issue, let me just quickly write it. This is my WhatsApp in case you are just watching directly from YouTube. Sorry, this is I want me to write 081-252-83617. 081-252-83617. All right, so this is it about the calculator, and I bet you will like it. Thank you, and see you at the workshop.